Hello friends, you're welcome back to an opportunity of a lifetime. So today we are looking at one of the provinces in Canada that is organizing a global employment virtual event this September. Okay, so this event is to get job seekers outside of Canada to get jobs in Canada. Now, the benefit is you get to submit your CV directly to employers. And if you're selected for a job, you get to move to Canada with your family and you can apply for PR in this province. Also, you will get to know the different pathways through which you can migrate to this province or to Canada through the numerous pathways through this particular province. Now, if you are interested, do also like the video and share it with your friends and families you think it might be helpful too. So, a few weeks ago, I heard that Newfoundland and Labrador in Canada will be organizing a global virtual employment fair. So, I took to their website to confirm if this information is true. And yes, the information is true. So, on 31st of August 2023, they published on the province website that there will be a virtual employment fair. And so they were encouraging employers with an interest in filling their staffing needs with workers from outside of Canada to register for the upcoming virtual immigration fair starting in September. So yes, it is true. Okay, so if you want to be part of this virtual fair, then you should come from some regions or some parts of the world. Okay, so if you're coming from East Asia, Southeast Asia, Oceania, Africa, Europe, Central Asia, Middle East, South Asia, and Americas, you are actually part of this virtual fair. Okay. Now for the date, for the East Asia, Southeast Asia, and Oceania, the date is 20th September 2023, and the time is 8 p.m. Korean Standard Time. For Africans, the date is 25th October 2023, 6 p.m. West African time. And for those from Europe and Central Asia, the date is 16th November 2023, and the time is 7 p.m. Irish Standard Time. Middle East and South Asia, the date is 24th of January 2024. The time is 6 p.m. Gulf Standard Time. And the last is the Americas, and the date is 27th March 2024, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so if you're from any of these regions, then it's an opportunity that you should not miss. Okay, now on this platform, the link here was for employers to sign up so that they can be part of the virtual fair. Okay, there was no link for future applicants to register to be part of the virtual fair. So that is what I did. I sent an email to this, to the province through the email address here, attraction@gulf.nl.ca. I sent them an email to show interest in the virtual fair, but I'm not an employer. I would like to I would like to apply for some of the jobs that will be displayed during the virtual fair. Okay, so once I sent that email, they responded and then they gave me a direct link. And since I was coming from Africa, they gave me the date, the time, and then the link to register. So I'm clicking on this link. It takes me straight to this page. Okay, so the page is a virtual immigration fair for those coming from Africa, and the date is October 25th, 2023. The time is 6 p.m. West Africa time, and here is to register. Okay, so let's quickly go through how to register. Then we come back to this page to learn one of the few things that you need to have in mind if you are registering for this virtual fair.
So if this video has been helpful so far, please do want to like the video. Now, for the registration, all that we need is your personal information and some other details. So with the personal information, you need your first name, your last name, and your email address, your citizenship, and then your country of residence, your educational level, and then your work experience. So with the work experience, they'll give you an option to choose from. If your field is not among those options, you choose other, and then you enter the field in which you have work experience. Afterwards, you upload your CV, that's your current CV, and then you move on to the language. So, with the language skills, you'll be asked if you've taken any French or English exam. If yes, you take, if no, you take the correct response. The next section is to ask questions about living in Newfoundland and Labrador. And so there are three boxes, and you're to ask three questions. If you have one or two, it's okay, but at least you should ask at least one question, okay? Then after you're done with those response, you also be asked of your expectation or what to gain from attending the virtual event. There are also three boxes for that, and you can answer or respond to just one or two of the questions. Now, the CV you uploaded is what will be shared with potential employees, okay, or employees looking for job seekers outside of Canada. So make sure you do your best when it comes to your CV. Now, once you are done with it, you take on the I am not a robot session or portion, and you submit. Once you submit, a confirmation will be sent to your email address, and you will be notified before the virtual event begins. So this is all for the registration of the virtual event.
Okay, so once you're done with the registration, why should you attend this fair? And the answers they are giving or the reasons they are giving for you to be part of this virtual fair is you receive direct access to employers hiring in your field. You also network with employers. You upload your resume which employers can review. You attend a live immigration program information session and ask questions directly to immigration officers, which is not likely or which does not likely happen. Okay. You also get to learn about the steps to migrate to Newfoundland and Labrador. And lastly, you get to learn about what is it like to live in Newfoundland and Labrador in terms of cost of living, lifestyle, job, salary, population size, and much more. So this is the reason why you should apply for the job fair or for the employment fair. Now, aside that, let's look at some of the questions you might have in mind concerning the fair and then migrating to Newfoundland and Labrador. Okay, so some of the frequently asked questions are how do I register as a job seeker for this event? And it says that you click on the register now link on the events page, you enter your information and you create an account. And we have already done that, okay? And how do I log in on the day of the event? And it says that you receive an email to remind you of the event. The email will include dates on how to log in with the email address used at registration. The third question is I have registered for the seminar, but I've forgotten my login details. How do I log in? So it says there is no login password. Click on the event link sent by email on the day of the event and you're good to join. The fourth question is do I need to download any software to attend this program? And it says no. You'll be able to access the events through your web browser using the unique VFirst link sent to your email. Now, how do I use the VFair platform once logged in? And they recommend that you watch a video on it. I'm going to leave this link in my description box. You kindly check it out. And again, are there any fees required to attend this event? And it says no. This event is free to all attendees and participating employers. The seventh question is what documents must I need to apply to migrate to Newfoundland and Labrador? And they've given you the list of documents you need in submitting your application to migrate to Newfoundland and Labrador. Okay, so you will need an English language proficiency exam result, you need your work experience letter, you need a proof of funds, and then you need color photocopy of biodata page of your valid passport, and then other documents requested. So this is for those who want to migrate to Newfoundland, probably not through this virtual work experience, okay, or event. Now, the most interesting of this frequently asked question is, can my family accompany me in my immigration application? It says yes. Your spouse and dependent children will be included in your application for temporary work permit and permanent residence. So once you get work, or once you're being offered a job through this virtual fair, you can go with your wife and then your dependent children whilst you are on the temporary work permit, or if you are moving in as a permanent resident. Another question is, can I permanently live in Newfoundland and Labrador? And of course, yes, there are so many pathways through which you can permanently reside in Canada and in Newfoundland and Labrador, to be precise. Okay, and the 10th question is, do I need to pay any fees during my immigration application process? And it's yes. However, there are two sides to the processes. Okay, so if you join the virtual fair, they'll give you much details about the application processes and what you need to pay and what you need not to pay. So yes, it's good for you to sign up, not only for the job but also to learn how to migrate to Newfoundland and Labrador. Now, why should I choose Newfoundland and Labrador as a destination province in Canada? Now, this province has a very reasonable cost of living, public education and health system, and world-class top post-secondary institutions there. Okay, I mean their institutions have one of the lowest tuition and comes with scholarship as well. I made a video on that. Okay, on Memorial University in Newfoundland and Labrador. If you don't have that video, I'll leave the link in the description box. And also, it's a home to vibrant cultures, welcoming communities, and have a lowest population density in Canada. So, in terms of accommodation, you're secure. There are jobs available for you as well. Okay. Then the third question is Newfoundland and Labrador a safe province in Canada? And the answer is yes. It's one of the safest province. In fact, it's among the top 5 safest province in Canada according to Statistics Canada in 2021. The next question is, do I need to use an immigration representative or recruiter to assist me in the immigration application process? And no, it is not a requirement and is actually not necessary to use a representative or a recruiter. The next question again is, how can I obtain more information about PR pathways for Newfoundland and Labrador? Now, if you are not joining the fair, then you can visit this link to learn more about info on how to migrate to Newfoundland and Labrador through their numerous pathways. Then, would the session be recorded? That is the virtual event. Would it be recorded? And it says yes, the event will be recorded, but it will be available for a limited time. So, if you are not able to make it to the live session, how will you get those information? And it states here that it will be recorded and available to watch the live event concluded until 21st of September 2023. So you have to register and you will be sent a link to access the session. Now, the last question is, which device should I log from to experience the virtual event? So you can use your laptop, you can use your desktop, you can use any mobile device to log in, but it's advisable to use a laptop or a desktop to log in and then enjoy the most out of the platform. Okay, so that is basically all for today's video. If you haven't subscribed, please do want to subscribe. If you want more of this content, also let me know in the comment section. And if you have any other question, I'll leave the email address which I sent mail to, and they will be glad to assist you with any question at all. with the virtual event and immigration news. Okay, so that is all for today. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video. It's a bye for now.